Morning, it's Lady and the Frogs. Well, just Lady. I'm doing my post, it's just gone 9. I really should have done this on Sunday night. For some reason, I've got loads. I've got 19 that are paid for, but somebody's sent one of those stupid messages where they pay really quickly and then say, don't send this until the 20th, which is in another 5 days. So, I just don't even know how you even tackle that. So, if you're new around here, I'm an eBay reseller full-time. The full-time flap is mine. So I'm going to show you what I've sold. I'm not going to rabble on because I'll probably just rabble on way too much. None of this is like really extraordinarily high prices because I've got too much stuff. I need to sell through it all. This is a Lego set. This is a space one, which you can't see. It is just a little spaceship. M-Tron. There's always M-Tron parts in any of these things. Any job lots that you get of Lego, there's always M-Tron in it, as well as Playmobil. So I've got £10 for this. I'm going to break it up as best I can and put it between 2 pieces of card so that it stays large letter and I can post that large letter. Move stuff out of the photographing area. I have got a Primark t-shirt there of Billie Eilish. For this, I'm going to start putting some of this away. Oh, mind you, I've got fashion way of turning this into large letter because it is a 2XL. So I've got £15 for this t-shirt, which is more than they sell brand new in Primark. As you do. You know, this is the sort of stuff that you want in life, isn't it? Okay, I need to have a little run through of this actually because 3 of these things are going overseas, so they need plain packaging. I have just washed my hair. We've been out at the weekend, so I am tired because I'm not used to it. This is a dress. A lot of this stuff has gone made in bid, auction, phase 8. I've only paid £1 for that, so who gives a... I'm sure I had to do stain removal on this bloody thing there as well. So I had some like weird patch on it. But you know, £1 into £10 isn't to be sniffed at really. Finally got my Polybags delivered from eBay. Why, oh why have they started using Hermes? Why does anybody use Hermes? Hermes, not for anybody who lives in an apartment block. This one is going overseas and now it's got lots of blue hair on it. I can't imagine where that came from. I've had this one for quite a while. I think this has gone on auction. Oh my god, it's covered in blue hairs. It's really weird. I can't remember what I've got for this. I think it is only £10, maybe 15. But it's going to Germany, I think, that one. So I need to put that one aside. This is current season. This is of Bowden. Which, yeah, it looks like a skirt, doesn't it? Don't fall for that. I really did think this was a skirt when I first got it because it's got this sort of like wraparound thing and I just thought, oh, well, that's what it goes. This is actually a multi-ways dress. There you are, Bowden. So this is the newer label. This is still on their website. I've got £30 for this. I paid £3. I probably would have listed it as a skirt. However, there's a few brands and this would be one of them. So it's got JO435 is on the care label there. You type that in on Google and it comes up with what it was. So I didn't make the mistake of sending that off. I'm listing it as a flipping skirt. Mind you, maybe I should have a look at people who've accidentally listed this as a skirt and put it on really cheap. See if I can like do some eBay based flipping. Mind you, if somebody's actually got one of these, do you really think that they wouldn't know what they bought on a recently? So another dress here. This is Fat Face. This has gone on auction for £5 because I didn't notice that. The person who has bid on it probably hasn't noticed that I wrote that in the listing and wrote it, you know, in the defects and put a photo on. They probably haven't done that because illiteracy is a big thing now, isn't it? So I've got to expect this. I've had a lot of returns just lately from people who can't read. I had somebody who was bawling and shouting at me on Saturday, sending me loads of like messages saying, why have I listed this as large when it's medium and it says medium on it? I'll send you a picture of it. And of course, when it came to them sending a picture of the label that said medium, they said, oh yeah, it does say large. And I'm like, because I'd said to them, I said, well, I put the measurements in there so that you can make a decision, you know, based on whether something, you know, will fit you or not, whether it's, you know, changed sizes, you know. But they were quite a new bidder, so they were confused. This, I thought, I've had this on auction so many times. This has gone for £10. This is what I don't understand about Bowden. Some things you can sell for loads of money. This one didn't. So, zebra print, pure linen, it's a no. Okay. It doesn't help you, does it? So when you're out there and you're trying to find the good stuff, and then some of the stuff, which should be good stuff, people don't want, you just feel like you're on the edge of despair. This has got a massive zip down the back of it. Down the side, actually. I'll have to fold it that way. I don't like to bend a zip. On my listings, you see, talking about measurements, I'm very thorough with these things. I always put on all the measurements, including if there's a zip on it, I'll put in how far that zip opens and what the measurement on that is, because I find this myself. You can have the best jeans in the world and they'll have one of those zips which goes, and you just think, well, what's this? Why did you even bother asking anybody to put this zip in if the zip is going to open 1/4 of an inch? Why? There's more. I've got this thing here which I've seen. This is not a recommendation. Do not pick this board game up. I've accepted $7.99 just to get it out of my house. It's in one of these boxes that you get from supermarkets. All the supermarkets have their, I haven't got the label on. They have their bags for life. Oh, it has got it in there. So this is Sainsbury's bag for life thing. They are bag for life. So they have these things. They're really good for board games. It is medium size though. This is just over the limit. So I need to just check whether this game can go small parcels, but I think it's medium parcels. So, you know, I'm going to be spending £5.50 I think on the postage, so it's a real fail. But I also, when I went to get this and it was at the bottom, and then I realised that some of the other decent board games were getting like battered from the weight of stuff on top of it, I've just moved everything around and just decided to get rid of a whole load of stuff and redonate it, just so that, because I am so determined to get on top of my life, if that's what you call it. I don't know. I just feel like I'm snowed under with stuff. Right, more things. This board game is now in my way. Back over there. This is covered in fluff. Oh my god. I should have brushed my hair out, considering that I've just washed it. it's going to be sending hair everywhere. This is Joe Brown's cardigan, quite nice. I think I got £20 for that. Let's just get rid. It's a very thin weight cardigan. This one, I should be able to get it into large letter. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it. I'm doing this now as I go along because there's too much stuff flying around, too much of my hair. I'm not sure that that is large letter. Might be, might not be. Okay, what have we got? A pair of jeans. They bought these about 5 days ago and now they've paid for them. You see, this is all the stuff that she's paid for, which is I'm posting today. But what can you do? I'm quite patient with people. This is Diesel. It's called D-Luster. And I've got £30 for that. Although it's new with tags, it's got like a floor on it, which is like a really bizarre place to put a floor on if it's like intentional distressing, because it's like next to the crotch and it's like a bit weird. But you know, that might be the new fashion, that you've got to have a little bit of touch peak. So next thing, this has knocked around for ages. This is another £1 thing because I wouldn't pay anything more than £1 for this. And I've got £10 for that. And it is phase 8. So that one's going. It's like Batwing craziness. I'm having to do my packing up still in this corner because my Lego is everywhere. I've done grading of everything, so I should be able to just put together these things that I want to do today. Oh goodness. A jacket which I've sold. This is Mango. Just, I don't know. I've got £20 for that, mind you. I paid £3 for that. I'm just going to put that there because I'm not sure. I need a bigger box. Need a bigger boat for that. Need a bigger Jiffy Polly for that. Long Tall Sally. This is my confusion with Long Tall Sally. I mean, these are crop trousers, but I mean, honestly, I should be buying like Long Tall Sally clothing for this is like exactly the right size for me as a petite. So really confused about that. I wasn't too enamoured with that when I listed it, and somebody sent me an offer for £15, so I took it. It just felt like something I was going to be stuck with if I didn't accept an offer. Because it just, everything about it just didn't scream tall person. Okay, I have got another shirt here. This is another £15 thing because somebody offered me to, and I just thought, sod it. You know, £3 into 15 is fine. It's been around for a while. It's Levi's. It's spotted. It is what it is. Right, let's rustle through the rest of these because I don't know which is overseas and which isn't. This was on auction starting at $9.99, but there wasn't any interest, and somebody sent me an offer. I don't believe how much I'm sneezing. Okay, carry on. Yeah, so this is Tommy Hilfiger. This has been knocking around for a while. Somebody offered me £8 and it's going to them. And yeah, that's got hair on it. Great. I think this is the one that's going abroad. Right, okay, so those are UK. This one is definitely abroad. This is Ben Sherman. I'm going to stop picking Ben Sherman up because even this, with its really cool print, has just taken forever to sell, and I've accepted £15 for that, but I think they've spent a further £15 to have it posted to them. This is the one that they want me to delay posting. which just makes me a bit uncomfortable. But this one is going abroad. £25 for this. It's nougat. You could probably get a bit more for that. They have spent £20 on postage, I think. No, 15. This was a donation from family friend, so I haven't paid anything for that. And then last thing, I've sold this morning. This is Barbie. Somebody offered me 15 on it and I just thought I'll blow it. It's got a missing button on it. Well, I say missing, it's broken, but I've listed that as missing button. There's nothing wrong with it except for that. It's just annoying, isn't it? So you just think, right, well, let's just get rid because it's a mistake. So that's everything, and I'm going to go and post all this now before it gets busy. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I was quite surprised. Most of this is Saturday sales and a few from yesterday. So even if I had done a post run on Sunday, I think I only had 4 on Saturday morning even. So it wouldn't have made any difference. There are post offices though that are open on Sunday, which I could go and drop off at. But, you know, what's the point? I'm going to go and rush all this off now. And then I'm going to show you what I'm doing for the rest of the day, which will hopefully bring my living room back to normality. Right, we're on 10:30 and I'm still doing the post. I've done most of it, I'm just doing the last little bit. So, one of mine, this is I'm just padding out the box that the board game is in. I couldn't send it small parcels, it was definitely large letter, hence why I put it in here. Annoyingly, there literally is no profit in this, but at least it's gone and out of my hair. Did have the labels, but it was doing something weird with them. Oh, they're over here now. It printed them out, and because I didn't retrieve them straight away, the printer then just started I have no idea why. I think it's just because it knows that these things annoy me. It just starts sucking the paper in and out of the thing, so it like prints it off, and if you don't get it straight away, it just starts pulling it back into the machine and then doing all this carry on, and then it gets a paper jam and goes to paper jam, and you just think, well, yeah, but you just did that to yourself. What the hell? Only me could get a printer which self-abuses itself. So, oh my god. I do wish that I'd done a little bit of this last night, because I knew how many I had, and there's no reason why I couldn't have just done some of this yesterday, because I've done this before when I've had absolutely reams of it, and it was a bank holiday, and I didn't print it off, and then the eBay thing, because everybody was doing the same thing, pack link wasn't working properly, and it was just endless frustration, and I had to go and have my stuff posted at the post office, which is probably why I've got a ding on my account saying I haven't dispatched something, and I've got no proof of postage because I wasn't able to do it through eBay. So yeah, most stuff is done. I'm just going to mark that dress as posted, even though it's not, because it's one that I'm doing myself. It's going to France. The dress that I sold is actually going to Dubai. So let's hope that there's no more wars to break out. There's a whole load of places where you cannot post anything, like Yemen and all these other places in there's places in Saudi Arabia that are not accepting postage. So that one is that. This is the Lego set, which I have got into large letter. I just did all the clothing in one go. I'm so paranoid with these things. I'm probably going to end up checking this, but obviously I'm filming on my phone. I had 2 addresses that were too long for the little boxes that eBay put in, so I've had to handwrite it in. But it was going to Fort William, so there's probably not that many places up there, so it probably would have got there. Then there's one thing that I forgot to show everybody. This one is another newer label on that. Just a Bowden blouse, and I've got £15 for that. And I've just unfolded it, even though I had that folded nicely into large letter. And I've got my label printed off already, so it's got to be large letter. It's one of those prints where it looks like the thing is stained. No doubt it seems to be attracting some right pedantic buyers. I think my problem at the moment is because I'm accepting low offers on people, the type of buyers who, you know, want to get something really cheap. You know, the majority are okay, but those cheap buyers are the ones who moan. You know, they get something for £15 with free postage, because I do free postage. I just do it because it's easier than having people message you or leave you stupid remarks on your eBay account saying, postage only cost £1.83, yet I was charged £4. Because I just think, well, yeah, but if you've got something for dirt cheap for £5 and you paid £4 postage and that was advertised to you, what does it even matter? So, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, I've now done my post, so I'm going to go and do it. I hope no more war zones break out, and, you know, hopefully the war zone between here and the post office won't break out, because I'm a bit later than usual. It's pouring with rain, so I've got so much stuff. I can't. Yeah, I probably won't be able to protect it from the rain. Yeah, I should have done some of this yesterday, because a lot of the time the postage things don't work, and when you've got a whole host of them, it's really aggravating. Right, let's crack on with this. Okay, back from the post office. I mean, my postage today is ridiculous. I think I've spent about £80 on postage today, I think. I don't know, because I did it in 2 sections so that I didn't get too confused with the packing. Why is my wire everywhere? Anyway, I'm going to have this coffee, because the one that I had this morning was just pretty horrific. I caused a pile up in the post office anyway, because I was coming through with all that. Oh, it didn't rain for the moment that I walked over there, which was nice. So at least the universe is looking out for me a bit. But they've closed 2 of the roads, and there's lots of people, you know, with question marks instead of a face, or question marks as a face, driving towards the signage that says road closed, like as if the moment they get to it, it's going to evaporate and the road's going to open. Or maybe they should just take the barrier out and they should just drive into the hole that they've dug. But anyway, so that's on 2 roads up there, so there's lots of people looking really confused. And now I really have to make some of these things up which ping open. I really wish that they made this packaging so that it was actually packaging. I am making up my Lego stuff, so I'll show you where I am with it. Ah, geez. I just don't know anymore. I seem to remember, you know, when I learnt about, you know, the net of making a box, you know, that these things were like ingenious, but they're not, are they? Because this does not stay together in any way. Although I've got too much stuff as well, I am going to go outsourcing tomorrow, because I've realised that some of the stuff that I got yesterday, I mean on Friday, was really good. This is ridiculous. God, I hate eBay packaging. I hate everything about it. The Polybags are naff, bad quality. You'd think that something that was designed to do a certain thing would just do it. Success. Right. So the key is folding this bit. So that's where I'm failing. So this one, I haven't folded the score on the fold on the lip. That's why this one's pinging open. I tell you, I need these right because of what I've got to do. So I've got to get them right, and I'm going to have to, you know, SKU these so that I don't get confused and so that I don't send some things off. I've done one, so I'll show you what I'm intending on doing and where I am with this. Message from my pharmacy saying that my prescription is ready, and I've literally just walked past it. Wouldn't you believe it? Right, these are going to be vintage type building sets. So these are the older 1970s style windows, and I should have, although I haven't, that's a modern one. See, this is something I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to make sure that I'm putting the vintage Lego bricks in this. So these are the ones which do not have that cross support there. So I need to have another look at these. However, this is where I am. I've sorted all, so these are my roof tiles, which I'm willing to get rid of, and then I've graded all of my bricks into sets of 10. So obviously we've got some which are going to be rejected, like them. I mean, that was me as a kid who did this cross. I remember doing that. You know, as long as you can remember things that you did as a kid, you're not too old yet, are you? So this is what I'm going to be putting together, and then I've graded them like this so that I don't deplete myself completely of my brick stock, because obviously I do still put together sets. And then I've got windows in here which are going to go into it, and then I'm going to do some ones later on which are just car based ones. So this is the start of it. And this over here, this is one which is listed at the moment. I've sold one almost exactly the same as this a month ago, and I just haven't put them on. So this is the intention, as you see, is that it all fits nicely into here, and I'm only asking £10 with free post for these. And you know, I just think it's quite you know, once I sell one and my algorithm gets going, it'll do me the world of good to have absolutely loads of these. So obviously I'm going to have to like stick these down and put an SKU on them and not get them mixed up. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make, hopefully I can do at least 10 of these with what I've got. Obviously it's going to be slight variations because I won't have like these decorated pieces in all of them, but that's my intention. I've sold really simple sets before, just of the bricks, for $7.99 just for a load of the bricks. So this is like a bigger selection. It's 200 plus bricks in here, because it's got these like smaller ones. So, you know, so 10, 20, 34. So yeah, even with them, just the standard bricks, it comes up to about 160 bricks, I think. So that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully, because I've got one template already on these, I'll be able to get through this really quickly and get my living room back. we are on, sorry, distracted by wild birds. This is the trouble when you put things out. It's Tuesday morning now. It's just gone 9. I'm going to pop out to put these things in the post, and I'm going to pop into the charity shop because last week, I mean, I know I haven't showed you the haul yet, and I will film a haul of it, and it'll probably be more relevant because I've actually researched some of them. One of them is a T-shirt that somebody's like selling for about, what they're asking, £150 for it in America. So, you know, it was obviously worth going out. So it's just a Machino T-shirt, but it was a nice, you know, genuine £100 thing, and it's a bit of a weird collection that they had. And then something else which I've got, which I've forgotten the name of, which looks like it's probably going to be around the £100 region. Yeah, so things that I'm posting, this is not the £100 region. This is new with tags. Now this is why I will not pick up Coast. So yeah, new with tags on that. It was originally £135, I kid you not. There is a slight flaw, there's a slight run in it on the skirt. Really minor run down there, but it is new with tags. Obviously nobody's got anywhere to go to wear this really, have they, at the moment? I'm croaky, aren't I? Can you believe this? Every time that you go out, you end up with some kind of like croak. It's like this really weird situation that we're in now where every time you go into the real world, you're exposed to germs. So anyway, this Coast dress went on auction and it sold for £4.99. So, you know, isn't the world a fabulous place? Isn't the world a fabulous place? I'm not sure. I might be able to get away with large letter on that. I don't know. Have a look. Let me just get my Sharpie because now I've sealed that up. If I don't put what it is, something will go awry. So the other thing that I sold this T-shirt for £25. This is one of the freebies that I've had from relatives. So it's Ted Baker, new with tags. Who would pay £60 for a T-shirt? But then who would pay £25? I had it on for £30, but you know, let's be realistic. I haven't paid anything for these. This is a very kind relative who was going to donate these things to charity anyway. And then she nominated me as the charity. Which is nice. It's nice. So that one will go. Large letter, obviously. Which I don't mind that at all. And then the other thing, which I'm surprised it's taken that long to sell this. I'm always a bit dubious with All Saints. All Saints. But I was convinced that this one... You see, I find though with All Saints, I do get a lot of interest with things, but people aren't necessarily willing to pay. So this has got this really cool zip detail, which goes all the way around the back. I think I found this on their webpage, so I know what it was called, and I know how much it went for initially. You know, so the fact that I've only got 20 for that. But you see, again, I've only paid £3. So that's what I've got. Yesterday was a bit ridiculous and I did cause a pile up in the post office, but never mind. These things happen, don't they? So I'm going to go and have a little look in the charity shop, even though I'm piled up with stuff and I should really stay away. My Lego situation yesterday, so these sets that I'm making, goodness me, I've got another I've got another 7 that I've done there. I'm having to do them one by one because obviously there's just slight variations in them. Let me show you what I've done here. This isn't finished because I need to put some plates in it. And I've run out of decent windows and doors because it's difficult because I don't want to end up completely out of spare parts that I might need for job lots, but I'm also can't cope with how much stuff I've actually got lying around. There's just way too much stuff, as you can see with this. Half of them are poking out, so this is all my Lego spares, and I just want my Lego spares in there in such a way that when I need to go to my Lego spares, I can open the drawer and then put the drawer back in, but it's just all popping out. I should probably put dividers in, but I don't really know how to do that without, you know, more pointless expense. But there you go. I've got to deplete how many of these things I've got. I haven't had any interest in any of these starter sets that I've put on yet, but I'm fairly confident that I will. The times I've done it before, I think I've had like just a set of bricks which went into something, you know, about that size. So these are slightly bigger. So I asked $9.99, and although it's like a better deal, for some reason it takes people longer to be convinced than when something was $7.99 with half the amount of bricks to twice the amount of bricks at $9.99 with free post on both of them. You know, there's something about the psychology of $7.99, people will go for it, whereas $9.99 they feel like they're being ripped off. But eventually, once I start selling one, they'll all follow. At the moment I've got 14 that are done. I've got another 7 there to do. I'm moving on to the wheels, which I've got all piled up here, and I really do need to get it down so that I can just make some of these vehicle starter packs, you know, or addition packs, or whatever you want to call it. And then hopefully I should be able to like close these drawers system that I've got here. Right, I'm going to go and see what they've got at the charity shop, because you just never know. Hi, it's gone 3 o'clock now. Still Tuesday. I've got a return here of some Lego wheels, so I need to open this and return this. I haven't even put my computer on. Really successful trip sourcing. I've got a whole load of like weird stuff here. I'm going to do a video tomorrow, because the thing that I am doing at the moment is all of this. So I am sorting through wheels which are going in these boxes here. So obviously to produce that, but with lots of vehicle bases, steering wheels, windscreens, all of those things. All of the things that I can't close my drawer because I have too much. So I've been doing that since I got in. I had some breakfast, had some dinner, and I'm just sitting here like wrecking my nails. This thumb is really hurting because a lot of the tyres are not on the wheels, and it is such a pain in the arse. It's this dickhead here that's returned this. I don't even know how you'd even have the gall. This person lives at Dingley Dell, and he is a Dingley because he paid £3 for these. Well, $3.99 I think I accepted on it for 2 wheels. So I had free post. So I've spent postage on this. So now I'm at a complete loss. And then it turns out that the dickhead only didn't want them for actual Lego purposes. He wanted to put them on a guitar. Because I'd sent him a message because he says, oh, these wheels are the wrong size. He sent me, and he just opened the return on Sunday. And then I was thinking, well, hang on. I didn't post these until Saturday morning. So how do you know that they're not the right size? So, I mean, what an absolute arsehole. What a complete arsehole. I don't even know how you'd have the galls, if it's your fault, to return it. That's the thing that got right up my nose with it. The fact that he'd even had the gall to do that for a couple of quid. You know, so, I mean, I'm only down a couple of quid, and these are going to get thrown straight in one of these things. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these type of things. That's another one that I'm working on. It's just so time consuming fiddling around with it, but it's going to be so worth it when I've done it, because then I won't feel like I'm snowed under with Lego all the time. So let's see if he's actually returned the right ones. Oh yes, I think I might have some more of these. It's annoying because getting job lots of Lego, you find that you end up with about 3 of the same wheel. Obviously it's a bit of a pain in the arse not having that 4th wheel, but there you go. Need to get these in a job lot. My only issue is are they too thick? No, they're not too thick. Obviously not, because I sent them once. Oh, what a dare brain. What a dare brain at Dingley Dell. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this video here and upload it, and the next thing I'll do is going to be a haul video. I've got Lego sets which I can actually do, actual proper Lego sets, not just like random lots of Lego. But it's going to give me so much peace of mind when I've got all of these just stacked up, because the ones that I've got in there just stacked up look so nice. So I know it's the middle of August and I really wanted to get on top of things, and I shouldn't have gone outsourcing. I spent £70 today, but it was all such good stuff. You know, there's no issues with any of this, getting rid of it. It's just time and the amount of other stuff that I have to do. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again. Goodbye.